Don't miss any content. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As usual, I am your host Selassie Fiawe. Today we're going to talk about the Ghana Black Stars friendly, which has been slated for the 9th of October, the next international friendly that they will be having with Algeria as a preparation for the AFCON 2021 qualifiers in November. The Black Stars have not been in action since November 2019 when they played South Africa and Sao Tome and Principe in two of the 6 AFCON 2021 qualifiers. Coach Kwesi Appiah at the time at the helm of affairs for the Stars with Sike Akono as the assistant. Fast forward to 2020 and we have Sike Akono as the head coach. He hasn't yet kicked the ball in charge of the Black Stars as the head coach. He named the squad in March, but unfortunately COVID-19 happened and a lot of international games that were scheduled for March, June and the rest have to be called off. In October, the Black Stars are looking to get back to playing football once again, preparation for that doubleheader with Sudan in November, which was supposed to take place in March 2020. It has been scheduled to November this year, but we'll warm up to that with a game against the AFCON champions Algeria. Also, we're going to talk about Michael Essien's appointment as a player coach of NORDSJAELLAND. The coach of NORDSJAELLAND has spoken about how optimistic he is that Essien will do an amazing job for him during his time with the Danish side. John PAINSTIL has also backed his former teammates to do amazingly well with the Danish side, going into his first coaching stint after an amazing and illustrious career for Chelsea, Real Madrid and the likes. As usual, subscribe if you haven't. Click on the notification bell to get more updates. So I'll just start off from the camp of the Ghana Black Stars. We all know in March 2020 the Black Stars were slated to take part in an AFCON 2021 double header. It wasn't to be. The Black Stars could not play that game and it was postponed till further notice due to the COVID-19 pandemic. And that was supposed to be Coach Sike Akono's first game in charge of the Ghana Black Stars, and it has not been the same for a while now. In September, international friendlies were ongoing only in Europe. A majority of the national teams did not take part in international games, and now in October 9th, that is, the Black Stars will look to long horns with Algeria. They wanted to play Austria as well, but unfortunately due to the COVID-19 pandemic, Austria have not been really open to playing Ghana Black Stars. Now, Sike Akono was appointed head coach after the contract of Coach Kwesi Appiah ended. He has not had a game in charge. He's set to start his new chapter under the newly appointed coach. They will lock horns with the reigning champions, that is the Desert Warriors of Algeria. 9th October 2020. Mark it in your calendars. This channel will keep you updated. As I said, Austria were reluctant to accept the invitation of the Ghana Black Stars due to the COVID-19 pandemic, and it's still ravaging. If you think COVID is over, there's still no vaccine yet, so it's still a problem for a lot of countries across the world. So that is it there. The Black Stars will be taking part in international friendlies. This channel will bring you the latest on that front as and when we get them. Now, NORDSJAELLAND coach, we all know Michael Essien, started his coaching stint with FC NORDSJAELLAND. The coach of the side is optimistic that Michael Essien will be a great addition to his technical staff. Now, I brought you that story, Essien getting his first coaching gig after earning his coaching badges. He will use this opportunity to further gain more experience before probably he will be ready to get into the coaching field as a head coach of his side. He will be given the position of player coach, and the NORDSJAELLAND head coach was speaking on the arrival of the Ghana. Great. After a few training sessions together, Coach Flemming Steen Pedersen has noted that Essien will be key for the team in the next year. He said Michael Essien is not educated yet, but he has a lot of silent knowledge, as we call it, and shows and moves on the field. He naturally directs with our players and they get a lot of input. We cannot do that as coaches. So there is a big difference there, Pedersen said. Explaining why adding a former player to the coaching staff at FC NORDSJAELLAND is important, the Gaffer further noted that Michael Essien will help develop the players. We have always looked for a former professional player for the coaching staff because it's important that we have someone who has tried everything before. We have always looked for a former professional. He will be able to go into the training dwells because it's not just about being physically strong. There is also timing and technique in it. So there will be a great benefit. And in general, he will contribute a lot of small improvements to the players. That's what Pedersen added. So Michael Essien will be very, very integral to NORDSJAELLAND side, and the coach has said as much. It's going to be great to see him be an integral part of this FC NORDSJAELLAND side. And John Paintstil, also former teammate of Michael Essien, the World Cup squad, has also added his voice to this. He says he believes Michael Essien will do amazingly well as a player coach at FC NORDSJAELLAND. He says Essien would easily be a top coach. Now, the former Black Stars defender John Paintstil was speaking on his colleague's appointment as a player coach for FC NORDSJAELLAND. His comments came at the back of Essien joining them. He said Michael will do a very good job easily. Sometimes players who have played to the highest level easily become good coaches. We look at Frank Lampard, Scott Parker, and the others. Let me add Zinedine Zidane as well. Essien does not talk too much, and those people, when they enter coaching, they do it perfectly. NORDSJAELLAND has a strong ties with Ghana through the Right to Dream Academy, which features talents from Ghana. The club has over 9 Ghanaian players on its books, with former Asante Kotoko and coach Masoud Didi Dramani in their coaching ranks. He is back in the country leading the women's national team. That's the Black Princesses, under 20 side, the Black Princesses. He is the head coach of them. So it's going to be interesting to see how Michael Essien fares as a coach of FC in NORDSJAELLAND. I'm hoping and wishing him the very best. The coach of NORDSJAELLAND is optimistic that Essien will be a great addition. His former teammate is also optimistic that Michael Essien will be an amazing addition to his side. Let me know what you think in the comments box. How well do you think Essien will do playing for FC and NORDSJAELLAND? The Black Stars, as I said, will be playing in their first friendly since March, in their first game since November 2019. Close to a year now they played that game. They will be preparing for the AFCON 2021 qualifier clash double header against Sudan in November. Game that was supposed to play in March. COVID-19 has really affected us a lot, and Michael Essien has been backed by the coach of FC NORDSJAELLAND and John Paintstil. Hope that game with Algeria comes through. We'll be keeping you posted. If there are any changes, I'll let you guys know. I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy your day.